So I've come to Greenwich Park finally for a little bit of bird watching. It's been a minute and there's been big changes here. My God, the new cafe around there, I'll take a bit of video when I go past there again. But I was going to see how many birds I got earlier. Great spotted woodpecker. Anyway, incidentally, that was the first bird I saw. It landed on the top of that tree over there. Yeah, so around here, the front, where are we? The southeast corner of the park, the flower gardens, is where I've seen goldcrest in the past. So we've come here again and we're listening out, and I think we've got some in this tree. And there's been a colted up there. I've been trying to see if he comes out so I can get some video of him. But so far so good. There's a lot of action, and there might be some new stuff that I haven't seen since the last time. Or since the park has changed, there might be some new things that have settled here. So very exciting. Oh, the goldfinch are bold as brass. I found them in here, and they look juvenile. It's either the parent that looks a bit ruffled because it's brought up all these chicks, or it's a juvenile that's coming into its adult plumage. But it's just feeding along the front here. Oh, there's one over there. Had a complete nightmare today. I got all the way to Greenwich Park. Okay, it's only 15 minutes away. But I opened my camera battery compartment and I didn't put the charged one in there. So I've only got the dodgy battery that runs for about 10 seconds before it dies. So I've been having to switch it on and off. Let's see if I can get through the whole day with just this battery doing little sections of footage. Oh, before I run home and get my battery, what a cock up. Let's do a little brief walk around and just see if there's anything else to know where to come back to. This is the grounds at the moment. So far, I think the kids are off school. I'm not sure yet. It's Wednesday the 24th. So these are the grounds at the moment, quite quiet. Nobody's out doing picnics yet. Yeah, I can definitely hear lots of goldcrest here. It's always been pretty much guaranteed for that. And if we're lucky, I'm hoping there might be a firecrest. So there's a female blackbird over there. Some pigeon feathers there. So it might have been a sparrowhawk. Yeah, what do you reckon? I've always been amazed when you see a pile of feathers. You don't see a carcass. It obviously destroys the whole thing. But I can hear lots of goldcrest. Very cool. Last few times I've been here, which is months ago, I thought they were gone. They were a mainstay for quite a while. So I was just walking through the trees here, and I thought I might have heard a goldcrest or firecrest in here. So I popped in, and there was a great tit sitting on the tree. Now, when they're sitting still like that, they're going to feed out your hand. So these are obviously descendants from the previous lot when I first started bird watching and feeding them out my hand in 2020. And they changed the park around a bit, and some things seem to never come back and some things do. So the robins I haven't seen come back. The robins that feed out your hand. Here we go. Oh. And the wood pigeons. Yeah, anyway, where are you? Yeah, this one looks like a juvenile. As soon as it ate, the parent came over, or the adult. It looked for a second like that. The juvenile one was going to sit on my hand and do that thing they do where they take the nut, they put it under their claw on the branch, and they peck at it until it's all gone. Awesome. I was so hoping to get this today. Yeah, they go and take it to a branch under their claws and then take it to pieces. What I'll do is I'll break it up into smaller pieces and see if it'll just eat directly on my hand because the bits are small enough. Okay, we'll try that. Here it comes again. Sounds like a long-tailed tit. Yeah, so these bits are still too big. He's almost got to make them crumbs so it'll stay on my hand. What is with these helicopters? He's behind you. Now that was amazing. He did stay on my hand this time. He sort of looked at me and said, right, you're not going to move or say anything. So I just went, I was tempted to talk to the camera. I was doing it so I could describe what I was feeling. These little claws, they were, even though he's a tiny little bird, you can feel the strength in the claws as he was holding the food and the little pecks as he was taking the nut down to the grains. Yeah, wren. I'm pretty sure I can hear a goldcrest too. But they've disappeared now. They went off when some people ran past. But that was a lovely little bit of footage, yeah. So definitely got to come back and get more of that and try and angle the camera more so you can see the detail with him on my hand. I'll sort of put him there like that. Yeah, I think literally this was probably the first place I ever got a wren in 2020, up in that tree. And it was a little bit blurry, but somebody said back then, well done for getting a picture of one of those. See that? I used to, when I first started doing that, my wife would roll her eyes and go, they're not going to come for that. And then suddenly they appeared, robins, squirrels, great tits, all to eat out of your hand. So what's the big, the wren chased off the great tits. What is that? Is that oh, it's a jay, that's why. There's a jay up there. Right. He's having a preen. Let's see if I can get a bit of video. Move you over there a bit. Yeah, so I managed to get a little bit of footage of the jay. Looks juvenile and it's quite comfortable flying around it. It's just basically the same place if you've been here before. It's just just before you get to the pond over there. And the jay, all my pictures of jays have been in the same area. So yeah, after years and so on, there's the same birds in the same places. Excellent. But it dived down and picked up something, I don't know, a nut or something, but maybe they're predatory, they'll take wren chicks, I don't know. This guy's tame. There's a robin looking at me as well. Yeah, robin and the great tit, but the great tit seems to be a bit more tame. They sat right, what's he, over there? Yep. Bit of a scruffy looking one. I don't know if that's a parent that's, again, a bit scruffy because it's brought up a whole brood, or if it's a juvenile coming into its adult plumage. Oh, almost, I'm talking. Sorry. Please, no more waffling. Yep, hello. Oh, no talking, no talking. Them's the rules. How picky. Now Robin's having a look, no talking. Excellent. This area, it's slightly changed this bit here. It's one of the viewing points for the deer. This is always a good spot for feeding as well, unchanged for years. Right, we've got an adult now. Come on, are you coming up too? Oh, Robin, yep. Oh, great tit just chased it off. I think maybe the robin's doing a couple of feeds to see if he can sit on my hand longer. Oh, yep, a great tit again, the young one or the very scruffy looking one. I'll stand closer to the camera. The adult down there isn't coming up. Oh, blue tit. I've never had a blue tit. I doubt it's going to happen. Maybe if the others see this very tame blue tit, great tit come over. Yeah, there's more of an adult down on the ground. He's looking up, watching him, seeing how it's done. Will he have the ball? Ooh, nearly said that with the B word. I don't want to get my channel demonetized before it's even monetized. Oh, right, two great tits up there. Right, scruffy on. Yeah. Now, come on. I think that's a juvenile, the non-scruffy one. I think that's maybe what it is. Wood pigeon. I think the one I thought was an adult. It did that thing where these wings, they fluttered like a juvenile. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. I'll see if it feeds it. Yeah, it's calling to it. So I think the one that looks like an adult in nice plumage is a chick. And the other one, the adult's starving and knackered. So I just popped down to the ranger's house because about a week ago I saw house martins flying around it in front and around the bowling club at the outside on the main road. I'm just seeing if they're there. Beautiful grounds at the moment. Just as I was coming up the path, saw some movement in the tree. Turned out to be a wren. I thought it might be a goldcrest. So I just filmed it for a little bit to see if it was a goldcrest. No, popped his head up, it was a wren. I've never been through this door before. I've been living in Greenwich. No, I haven't been living. I lived in Greenwich from, I don't know, the age of 4, I think, 3 or 4, until, when did we move out? I was 11 and a half. But I've been coming here pretty much most of my life now, that's 43 years. I've never walked through that door. I didn't know there were golf courses there. I can hear golf course, tennis court. Anyway, so I didn't know we were allowed in here, so here I am. No house martins. Yeah, sorry, you might be asking, did you go home for the battery? No. By the time the birds were feeding out of my hand, I thought I'll just keep it as that today. A bit of a recce because I haven't been here for a while. I want to see how full the park is at this time of year. It's relatively quiet actually. Yeah, not a single house martin. I don't know where they went. Have they all fledged and flown off now? Anyway, this is the ranger's house. And like so many places in London, like when you live in a city or an area, you don't ever visit it. You only visit somewhere else in the world. Yeah, okay, all right, well that's ticked off. So I know for next time, no house martins at the moment. Maybe there was just some bugs flying around and they were hoovering them up as they were passing. Yeah. I'm glad it's quiet here. Maybe everyone's at home watching Netflix and playing computer games, which is fine by me. Knock yourself out, keep doing it. Well, I'll be doggone. This bench has never been empty in all the years I've been coming here. The bench. Now I see why. The view is totally obscured. There's nothing to see. Oh dear. I just walked past the view just behind the trees where the hill is, and that's the hill where when it snows everyone brings their sleds every winter. I haven't been in snow for a while. Anyway, waffling on, peregrine falcon. I just got a couple of snaps, and as I've still got the dodgy battery in, I switched to video, got about 2 seconds, and then it went dead. So we'll try again. We've taken it out. If we see it again, we'll get a little bit more footage. The famous Henry Moore statue, figure on a knife edge. So I went into the area I last saw the Firecrest, and they weren't there. It was a couple of years ago. Had some really good showings of about 3 or 4. Someone who was a regular birder here found them, and we had a good show. But yeah, nothing so far. I'm still listening out and hopeful. Yeah, so this is interesting. They seem to have, that's an old plane, and we're just going to take a, yeah, it looks like an old World War II plane. So that plane turned out to be a de Havilland Dragon, which is very handy because I'm standing in front of the observatory. And there was a scene, famous scene from Layer Cake here, where Daniel Craig meets Dragon, the Eastern European assassin. And he first tries to assassinate him. I'm assuming it was filmed in those bushes over there. But it made it look like it was off in that distance somewhere because it looked quite far. But obviously when they do filming, it's never exactly the same. You know, in those areas, I'm a cabbie, you get these scenes where they go over a bridge and appear somewhere on the other side of town. It's like, what? Those things don't line up. Anyway. They seem to have cordoned off this area because this was good for sledding in the winter. And now, because they've cordoned it all off, it's just making sure. I thought I saw a sparrowhawk. It's grown really lovely. So people who, you can't walk here. I mean, you could get through. I've just seen the railings over there. If you really wanted to, you could climb through over there. But they've made all the metal railings up there glass, so you can't climb through them. Over here is all fenced off. And this used to just be one slope. Now it's in layers, which would be a lot of fun if you were sledding. So anyway, it's good they've done that. There's a lot of fences going up to protect dry, damaged grass around here at the front. And it's good they do this because obviously when this gets busy, this gets busy. But yeah, that dragon thing, that was a little touch. Because I'm gonna fess up. I filmed this. I've just filmed this. This is the 3rd time I've filmed it. Mostly because I kept angling the camera wrong, and when I looked at it, you weren't seeing the top with the railings. You were just seeing it cut off there, and I was screwing it up. So hopefully this will be the last time I film it. I'm going to watch it, and hopefully I've got that in this time. This time I was really leaning the camera back. Yeah, it was built in 1932. Well, its first flight was 1932. Used for short haul stuff, training pilots. 202 were built. Some went over to Australia. Used in the Second World War. So yeah, it's definitely, I was right, World War II. It just, as soon as you hear those props, you can tell them a mile away. If it's not a Spitfire, it's something, yeah, so distinctive. So I'm at this section in the northeast by the Queen's Orchard. Now, I think it was about a year and a half ago in the winter, these trees and bushes were really good for redwing. I just happened to come down here and stumble on them. I don't think anybody had sort of noticed that the redwings were all in these trees here. So just obviously I put up loads of pictures of the ones I took. I got pretty close, and that was with my 600mm. If they come again this winter, I'm going to be ready for them with 800mm. Yeah, it was really good. Got some good close ones, and this time I'll get some footage. Had a black cap, couple of black caps in that area there. That's about it. It was a goldcrest, goldfinch singing up there earlier. But that's about it for down here. Yeah, so Redwing hotspot. So this is the deer enclosure. I've just had a read up. I've just done a whole circuit of the park. And the deer were taken out in 2021 and relocated to Richmond Park. It was assumed, I think, that they were supposed to be coming back after a while, but they've been taken there to sort of diversify the bloodlines. And apparently they're not coming back now. So I don't know what they're going to do with this area here. So that's a shame. Yeah. It's not good for them to be in such a small area. There you go. Anyway, yeah, in this area here, I've had a few of the unusual birds I wouldn't get outside. They had some feeders here once, and there was a nuthatch I got on there. I did get some nuthatch over here too. And my one and only kestrel up on a tree up here, high up. And then, yeah, on this metal fence around the corner, I was just looking at a robin, seeing if I could get it to eat out of my hand. It was sort of sitting about 7 or 8 wires up. Suddenly, crash! This sparrowhawk appeared out of nowhere and chased him. The robin was ready for it; it didn't catch it, but there was a entanglement through the sort of bushes. And yeah, you can't believe the sparrowhawk can move so fast and agile. And it's landed on a branch, and I got a decent enough photograph of it. So that's the one and only time I've seen that. So I've seen a few random bits and pieces. I'm sure there's more. If you keep coming back, things will stop on the way through. Oh, squirrely. Okay, let's get some nuts out. Yep, okay, it's coming, give me a second. How about a walnut? Walnut? That's a nice one. It's only because people are walking by that it flew off. He's coming up, squirrel. Can you come up to this one? Because I'll get you in the video then. Great spotted woodpecker. Come on, you've done it before. Okay. Are you coming up here? You got to come up here for the film or else. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes, you got to come up here, you got to work. You got to work for it, baby. No, this one works for it. That's it. All the way up. A little bit more. He just grabbed my finger and pulled it down. He's getting more chill now. Look, he's just feeding. I hope that's in frame. He's just feeding right there this time. You got to come up here, guys. Yeah, look, he just shooed him away. You ready to come again? Cheeky. Quick, before the pigeons come. That's it. Can you come up here? He comes up here, so you've got to come up here. No, you got to earn it. No, don't give me that soppy hands up in the air, please, please. You got to earn it. That's it. Yeah. No. Someone's going hungry then. Okay, because I feel sorry for you. I'll give you one. Oh, this guy is working for it. Okay. I'll give you a nice walnut. Walnut? Oh. Why isn't he getting any? Go on then. Go on. I don't want your soppy crying. Have one. Come on. There you go. Yep, got it. Jesus. Quick before the pigeons. Yes. Go. Go.